go to my room because my mom came. And yeah, as I was saying, it's been overall this bachelor has been exhausting, and I know I complain about it all the time, and I'm gonna keep complaining until I finish it. I finally I also went to Greece, Corfu, for the first time ever, and it was so freaking beautiful. And I wanted to post the vlog, but again, September was a busy month, and then now we're in October, and I don't really see the point of posting a summer vlog when it's October. So I'm just gonna complete the video and everything and then post it next year and then make people believe that I went on vacation twice. Anyways, I also went to the endocrinologist for the first time in 3 years, and I did so many tests. Oh my god, I think I did more than 10 tests, but I did that on purpose because I haven't done anything since 2021, and I just wanted to do all the tests possible, and as always, my androgens were high. I have thyroid problems this time, and I'm taking like a list of vitamins. I'll post it here, and yeah, but hopefully I see something positive happening in my body, in my mind. And yeah, I also just wanted to get back into doing vlogs again because I haven't done them in so long, and because I'm going it's not a hike exactly, it's sort of a walk, and I'm gonna pick chestnuts, and I'm so excited about that. And yeah, that's it for me. But today mostly it's a Friday, and I'm just going to do my homework. I just want to finish all my work that I have. So yeah. And before I end this, the hardest part about these vitamins is that I had to buy vitamin C, for example, because for your body to digest the iron properly, you need to take vitamin C with it. And then for your body to digest selenium properly, you have to take vitamin E. And I'm also taking inositol and what else? And vitamin D and calcium. Literally everything. I also wanted to add magnesium glycinate, but I'm kind of worried for my kidneys, so I'm not going to. And I love coffee. You have seen it all over my vlogs. I love coffee, and coffee interferes with how some vitamins are absorbed. So I'm also spacing out the vitamins, so they take like the full effect. And I also want to drink coffee, and it's been just disastrous trying to time everything so my body can process it all. It's so annoying. Why is taking vitamins so difficult? I don't know. My laptop isn't turning on. Oh. I actually have no idea what's going on. Huh? What's happening? Was out shopping and I bought this. So pretty. It looks very preppy, but I also don't own anything yellow, so this is just perfect.
you can tell when your energy has been sucked out, and you can tell when you gave too much energy, team too much, right? We're keep talking about that.
I'm not even going to lie when I say that that essay took way too long to write because I was trying to put in as much original thought as possible because the specific professor is strict when it comes to the assignments. And the plan was to edit a video and then do some creative writing, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. But I still wanted to end this video by talking about some books that I have read in these past few months, because I know I haven't given any update when it comes to these books. I'll start off with R.F. Kuang's Babel. I actually, prior to this semester, it was in my TBR, and then as an assignment, I had to read this book, and I was like, amazing, because I've been planning to read this for over a year now. And I started reading it, and my expectations were completely different. I kind of thought that this book was going to be more concentrated on the action part, and I was gonna see a lot of like war happening throughout the book. But no, the book was more about language, how words can be used as a tool of power to control and manipulate the masses. And it has a flair of magic in it, which surprisingly, when I was watching other reviews or reading them, I didn't come across the magic part, and the magic part is so small. So basically, there are these students that work in the translation department, and they have to create words that can be used as a tool for silver work. Now, let me explain. So, for example, I say, this is a very bad example, but I have to create one to show you guys how this works. Apple, and then the word apple would get engraved in the silver bars, and then anytime you use the silver bars, they could create as many apples as they wanted to. But in this case, the apples can be used for good or bad depending on who uses the silver bar with the word apple in it. And it's more concentrated on because it's set in the Victorian era, so the Industrial Revolution, and it talks about the British Empire and its colonies. It's such a unique concept. I have never seen this concept done in any other book before, that in my opinion, you have to be in a certain mood. You have to be so interested in wanting to read something academic and something about linguistics to properly enjoy this book, because I feel like I didn't enjoy it the way that I was supposed to, due to how academic it was. And then I did more research about the author, and it turns out that every book of hers is academic. And if you're into that, this is going to be the perfect book for you. But because I just had different expectations of this book, I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. And I would never rate this book, but I also would not read it again. But again, R.F. Kuang honestly did an amazing job. And I don't think it deserves the criticism that it gets sometimes, because it's such a niche book. It's so niche that there's no reason for me to hate on it. I just wanted to give like specific details, so when you want to read it, you know exactly what you're getting into, because no one told me that the book holds all of these details. But yeah, it was a fine book. I had to force myself to finish it, but if I had a choice, I wouldn't have read the whole thing. And then I read Bride of the Fey Prince, I believe that's the title, by Anastasis Blythe. And
a friend recommended it to me, and it was honestly such a sweet book because I don't really read books about fairies or fays, whatever they're calling it these days. But this was such a, I would say, such a lovely read, and I feel like it's the perfect book when you just want to read something easy and comforting. And in a way, the book turned out to be such a feminist book, which I did not expect it. And I absolutely love the ending. Not in the way you think. It's not because it's like, maybe I'm spoiling a bit, not because they have like the perfect ending, like everything, they get together and they have a happy ending, but I love what the author does with a female character. Again, because I didn't expect this to be such a female empowering book. And I just absolutely loved what she did with a female character. It was so well written. And yeah, I honestly, I would recommend it. Even though I don't really read these romance books, I actually enjoyed this one because of its ending. And in a way, I think it had a bit of a originality in it because some things were different. And I liked the amount of characters that were in this book and how their personalities progressed. I think that was an interesting touch to it as well. Would you believe me if I said that I read a book about backs? I mean, this back. If you've seen like a few of my older vlogs, I talked about how I'm having back problems and physical therapy helped, but it didn't help. Like I didn't get the results that I wanted from it. And then I also had to do like more research because I honestly I can't afford to, because I had 10 sessions of physical therapy and I couldn't afford more. And I read this book called Back Mechanic by Stuart McGill, and I read the whole thing. That's how desperate I was, and it actually helped. Like I learned so much about backs, so freaking much, and I also learned how to sit properly and how to move my body properly. And yeah, it helped. So if anyone is having back problems, I think it's honestly so worth it to buy this book. So yeah, that's what I read these past few months. I haven't been able to read much. I'm going on that hiking trip tomorrow, and I brought this book. I'm bringing this book with me, The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, and other ghostly tales. This is the perfect opportunity to read a book. I haven't been able to properly sit down and read a book because of all the assignments that I've had to submit. 200, I can totally read this actually, because 3 hours to go there, 3 hours to come back, I can totally manage. But yeah, and believe it or not, I bought this book last year and I was like, oh, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna love it, and the cover is just amazing. But no. But yeah, let's see if I read it tomorrow. Chestnuts look like. You have to look at this. It's so freaking pretty, but so painful. Okay. You cannot get any videos of me hiking. I just know that. Man, I'm exhausted.